Good afternoon, students. Let's start our class with a quote. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Do you know whose words are these? It's said by most inspiring physicist Albert Einstein. What do you understand from this quote? All living organisms have some kind of ability. Someone will have an talent in music, sports, drawing, or other arts. Some may even have multiple talents, but you will be having some kind of abilities. It's your duty to explore and identify your strength. All of you have to do for your academics is only 1 hour online class plus learning time plus revision time. The other times, whenever you are free, you should use those time effectively and efficiently because such an advantage over time may be a once in a lifetime chance. Okay, so students, improve your skills and polish your talents. Then let's start our new session. Let's start our new chapter named Force and Pressure. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to define force, list the properties of force, understand the effect of force, distinguish contact and non-contact force, list type of contact and non-contact force, list properties of pressure exerted by solids, liquids and gases, then list the effect of pressure, last define atmospheric pressure. Okay, at the end of this lesson you will be able to understand these points. Okay, then let us recall some of our everyday experiences. What do you do to open a door? We usually push or pull to open a door. That is, for opening a door, we are applying a force in the form of push or pull. Then, what do you do to make a football move? Do you know? You either kick the ball or scroll the ball. Both are the application of force. Then, how does a goalkeeper stop a ball? The ballkeeper applies a force on the ball in the opposite direction to that its motion and thus stops the ball. That is, in these three situations, all these situations we apply a force on the object. That is the first term in our new chapter, force. Okay, then what is force? Do you know? In science, a push or pull on an object is called force. In science, a push or pull on an object is called force. Let us try to learn more about forces. What happens when force interact? Let's look. If you choose a heavy box like this, you can see in a picture in the screen. If you choose a heavy box and try to push it, what happens? The box will not move. Why? Because the force applied by you is not enough to make the box move. Okay? So, you are asking a friend to help in pushing it in the same direction. So, your friend is coming to help you to push the box in the same direction. In that case, you are applying a force to this direction. I am saying the force applied by you is taken as F1, and also your friend is coming to help you to push the box in the same direction. So he or she also applying a force on the same direction. And that force is taken as F2. Then what is the total force acting on this object? The total force will be increased. Okay, that is the amount of total force acting on this object will be the sum of the total force acting on this. That is the force applied by you plus the force applied by your friend. Okay, that is the total force become F1 plus F2. Is it clear? What this proves? This proves that the forces are acting in the same direction. It gets add up. In this situation, you and your friend are applying a force in the same direction. So, the force adds up and it will become F1 plus F2. And in this situation, the strength of the force is increased. Okay. Forces applied an object. Forces applied on an object in the same direction add to one another, and in that situation the total force increases. Okay, then now push the same box but ask your friend to push it from opposite side as like seen in this figure. Okay, that is you are applying a force F1 in this direction, and also your friend is applying a force to this box F2 in this direction. That is, the two forces are acting in opposite direction. What happens now? That is, the two forces are acting on the same object from opposite direction. The forces will cancel each other and the object will move in which direction? The object will move in the direction in which more force is acting. That is, if F1 is the greater force, then object will move in this direction. If F1 is greater, then it will move in this direction. And if F2 is greater, then the box will move in this direction. What is the reason? That is, if two forces are acting in opposite direction, on an object, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. However, the forces are acting on an object in the same direction. If the forces are applying in the same direction, then the forces will add up and the amount of force, total force acting on the object will increase. And if two forces are acting in opposite direction on the same object, then the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. Is it clear?